Armed with a Blastmaster, a single noise marine can unleash devastating sonic waves that rupture organs and burst eyeballs with explosive bass frequencies. A weapon of pure excess, it can shift frequencies for different effects, making a terrifying tool of Slaanesh Chaos Warriors. Wielded like a las cannon, it dominates the battlefield with overwhelming, mind-shattering sound. Hello my friends, my name is Max, and today we're going to build a brand new noise marine wielding a Blastmaster, heavy sonic weapon from Champions of Slaanesh Emperor's Children Army box. As always, by the end of this video, we will figure out answers for 3 simple questions. Does this mini look cool when assembled? Is it easy and fun to build it? And how does it look next to other minis? These miniatures require us to build the torso first for this pal. And we're gonna be building the pal with this Blastmaster. For this pal, we will go with this torso built from beats 37, 38 and 39. First 3 beats of the torso are cleaned up. Let's see how they should be assembled. Should be sitting like this. Go into glue it. This is our torso so far. Now let's place this thing over here. It should be sitting like this. And this is our pal so far. Now they give us some selection here. We can go either with beat 40 or 41. I think I like the 41 a little bit more. This is my beat 41 cleaned up. Should be placed over here like this. And I'm going to glue it. And this is our noise marine with both of his legs assembled. Next, they suggest we put him on a base, but we will do this as a last step when we know how he looks. We skip instructions here. We have assembled one of these. And now we need to go to the pink instructions. Pink instructions start over here. We can build up to 2 of these pals, and we're gonna use this set. 47, 48, 49 and 50. I have cleaned up the first 2 bits of the Blastmaster. They should be assembled like this. And I'm going to glue them. And this is our Blastmaster so far. Now let's find the beat 48. This is my beat 48. It is very, very small. Should be sitting over here. Like this. You can see there is a chain that is connected to his arm. And this is our Blastmaster so far. Now they suggest to find the arm 50, the left arm that is holding it from the top. This is our left arm. Should be attached over here. There is a lock which is quite well defined. And this is our Blastmaster with both arms. Let's give it a little bit of rest. Next we need to attach it to the torso, but we will wait a bit for this whole setup to glue itself together. And in the meanwhile, we shall build the backpack. They say 16 here, and that means that we need to assemble it. And we need to assemble it from these beats. We need 3 beats over here. I can clearly see from these instructions that they are using horizontal mesh in this sound system over here, and that is why we're gonna go with this backpack 54. I have cleaned up beat 54, and I went for this beat 73 as a beat that should be sitting over here along these lines like this, and I'm going to glue them together now. And this is our backpack so far. Now we need to find the canister over here. In my case, I will go for canister 56, but to the best of my knowledge, they are all the same. This is my tiny canister. Has a small lock here. Should be assembled over here like this. And this is my backpack assembled. We will give it a little bit of rest. And in the meanwhile, let's attach the arms to the torso. It should be assembled somewhat like this. You can see clearly that this will require partial assembly for those of you careful painters, because otherwise it would be very challenging to access this area of his torso. I myself don't care that much, that is why I'm just gonna glue everything together. You have a variability of the angle with this weapon. However, I think this is gonna be looking somewhat like this. We move forwards. We still wait for the backpack to assemble itself, and let's go for the shoulder pads and the head. Let's start with the left shoulder pad, bit 15. The left shoulder pad should be one of these Emperor's Children shoulder pads, and I think I'm gonna go with bit 52. This is my bit 52. There were no particular reason to go with this one. I just like how it looks. And it should be sitting on his shoulder like this over here. And I'm going to glue it. And this is our pal with the left shoulder pad. For the right shoulder pad, we need to select the one with the horizontal stripes in the mesh, and that leaves us with bit 51. This is our bit 51. There are no rules how to select them, but I would prefer to have them the same kind of vibe as the backpack, and that is why I picked up this one. Should be sitting over here like this, and I'm going to glue it. And this is my shoulder pad in place. Very, very cool. Now let's see if we can attach the backpack to his back. Should be sitting over here along these lines. And I'm going to glue it. There is a look. And this is our pal with the backpack. The only thing that is left is just a head. Should be head from bits 14. These are our options for the head. And on the picture over there, they're using the head 58. And that is what I am going to use here. This is our cool looking head 58. Looks amazing. It should be assembled along these lines. And this is our pal with the head. Now the only thing that we have to do is to drop him on a 40mm base. This is our 40mm base. Yet again, if you're using it from Champions of Slaanesh, make sure this is 40 and not 32. Very easy to check. You go here, you put it here, and you see it says 40. 32 are for Infractor Tormentors. We can see that the head is roughly in the middle. And that is our miniature, my friends. It took me roughly 35 minutes to assemble it. I will give it 5 skulls out of 5 for the sheer fun of building it. This mini is very, very cool. The heavy weapon looks incredible. It is the size of the Chaos Space Marine. And I will give it 3 skulls out of 5 for the ease of assembly. Yet again, quite a lot of mold line at some bits. Not all of them, but at some. Really hard to clean up the backpack. Second hardest was the gun itself, the Blastmaster. However, this mini is incredibly cool. It looks very, very, very nice. It also requires partial assembly because of this weapon. It covers a lot of parts of the mini. You can see that he is holding it in a way that prevents you from painting some parts. I myself don't care that much, that is why I just assemble it in one go, but if you're a really careful painter, you might want to assemble the gun with the hands and the shoulder pads separately and then attach it to the body. This mini is being sold on eBay for some astronomical sums of money. I was quite surprised to see how expensive it is. The scalpers are using the best of it. Maybe you wanna wait until it is available in a separate box if you cannot get the Champions of Slaanesh box, of course, for a reasonable amount of money. Maybe you wait until they are selling Noise Marines separately and then you can get them hopefully a little bit cheaper than current eBay prices. And now let's take a look how this miniature sits next to some other minis. We start with the Lord Exultant that we have built recently. We can see that these pals are definitely from the same army. The decorations, the weapons, the armor look in the same style. Not the weapons though, because they have different loadouts, but the armor definitely looks Slaaneshi for me. They are very tall, both of them. I think the Noise Marine is even somehow a bit taller. I don't know how this is possible, even though we already said that these new miniatures are kind of primaries for the Chaos, size-wise. This one on the left that we have built today feels a bit taller. Let's compare this pal to a Primaris Space Marine. This is Blood Angel's Apothecary. We can see that he has a very dynamic pose. And Blood Angel's Apothecary is shorter than the Noise Marine that we have built today. Believe it or not, the Noise Marines are larger than Primaris Space Marines. And let's for fun compare these pals to Adeptus Custodes. We can see that Custodes guy is roughly of the same size, which should not be possible because Custodes are supposed to be larger than Space Marines. However, these Chaos Space Marines seem to be infused by powers of Chaos Gods or something, and that is why they are of the same size as Custodes. This is really fun. And that's a wrap for today, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help you to catch more content like this, and it will help me to grow this channel. Share your thoughts on this mini in the comments below. I'm working to make my videos more helpful and I need your inputs. Check the description of this video for a Google form link and share. What's your biggest struggle when building Warhammer 40k minis? Make sure to check the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.